Nope, this video will include some speculation, but I will try to cite as many sources as possible in the description below. Now, like many people, recently I've been sick and tired of the childish filter put over many cartoons these days. One example that broke the hearts of Spectacular Spider-Man fans recently has been the new Spider-Man show, creatively titled Marvel's Spider-Man. Many fans want older shows back, and some got that wish granted. Whoa, Young Justice Season 3, baby! But most of the time, these sorts of things don't happen, and sadly, today I'm explaining why the Spectacular Spider-Man won't be coming back anytime soon. Now, last year, Marvel was bought out by Disney for $4 billion. This seemingly unrelated fact actually makes producing the Spectacular Spider-Man much more difficult. This is because Disney needs to approve the revival of the show since they probably want it to be shown on Disney XD. Rebooting the show would be a huge risk of funds. Let me explain. The first 2 seasons of the Spectacular Spider-Man are currently owned by Sony, meaning that Disney doesn't get any cash from fans watching the first 2 seasons. And speaking of fans, they would be the only ones watching the show, since there's a high entrance fee for new viewers. This results in a loss of money due to the lack of viewership, effectively causing the show to be cancelled. Now, the second reason why it's nearly impossible to reboot the Spectacular Spider-Man is ironically in the first comment I saw condemning the release of the new Spider-Man show. This one right here. You see, Weisman, one of the main writers, developers, and producers for the Spectacular Spider-Man, is now working on Young Justice. So, due to his importance in both shows, we would have to choose between Spectacular Spider-Man and Young Justice. In order for the Spectacular Spider-Man to exist, Young Justice would need to die once again. But even if Young Justice died, there would still be one huge issue. Sony. Now, despite Sony and Warner Brothers creating the Spectacular Spider-Man, they're also the reason why it ended, and why it will never come back. When the second season of the Spectacular Spider-Man ended, the geniuses at Sony decided to give away the animated character rights to Spider-Man, which at the time was making them bank, back to Marvel. Now, you might be asking, why does that prevent Marvel from rebooting the show? The issue is that although Marvel owns the character rights, Sony still owns the rights to the show Spectacular Spider-Man. That means if anyone wanted to continue the show, they would have to negotiate with Sony, which I assume is like dealing with the devil in the film industry. However, even if Marvel could make a deal with Sony and bring back George Weisman and gain approval from Disney, the show would probably still be the equivalent of a brand new show, since the animation, story, and overall feel would be different. So, the best we can do as fans is hope for a spiritual successor. Wait, frick! We already have a spiritual successor. Idiot. It's Young Justice. Both shows have many of the same themes and components. They even share the same audience, tone, and comedy. The only major differences between the two is that Young Justice focuses less on high school life and has a different animation style that I personally think is for the better, but art is subjective. So rather than complaining about the things that are forgotten and can't come back, it's good to enjoy the things that we currently have, even if some shows seem less than optimal.
Hey, wall crawling's my shtick! Hey, you start spinning a web and I'll sue!